معالي الوزير، شكرا جزيلا لحضورك معنا اليوم ولظهورك في برنامج بزنس مع لبنى. خليني أبدأ بالاقتصاد القبرصي، كيف أثرت الحرب المجاورة اليوم على الاقتصاد بشكل عام وبالتحديد على قطاعات كالاستثمارات والتجارة وأيضا السياحة؟
Yes, thank you, Lubna, for the invitation. Also, thank you to Sky News for inviting me here. It's a very good question under the circumstances, and you understand that the proximity of Cyprus to the war zones and the neighborhood is in turmoil as we speak. You understand that inevitably there will be an impact. So far, the impact is not material and it is not measurable. Simply because you may know that Cyprus is very much oriented to tourism, and it's the main stream of income for the Republic of Cyprus. The tourism has not been impacted as yet. Still, we believe that next year, and this is what is expected, it will be impacted if things they prolong, if they escalate. And you understand that although there was just one incident on the 7th of October, it suddenly escalated to 2 and 3 wars, concurrent wars. But we are assessing it very carefully in the Republic of Cyprus, and we are trying to promote the idea of diversification and thinking of different markets of tourism to approach Cyprus. On investors, as all investors do, they certainly assess the geopolitical risk. And assessing the geopolitical risk, of course, I mean, if you have something in the neighborhood, it's something which is very important to take into consideration. However, when it comes to the biggest investors in our country, which they are mostly related to energy investors, and certainly what is happening in our exclusive economic zone, the program still continues. Natural gas we have certain plans in order to get first gas on surface, and this is estimated to be around 2027. Now, in terms of other investments, again, the investments which they relate to tourism, again, we see a certain reluctance to progress with anything additional, anything new. So it's a wait and see situation for other investments. The country is trying to accommodate this and have the conversation with the potential investors in order to mitigate those risks that they have in mind.
ذكرت الآن بأنه التوقع اليوم لأول إنتاج غاز في قبرص سوف يكون في 2027، ولكن أول الاكتشافات كانت بالعام 2011، وهذا وقت طويل. لماذا كان هناك تأخير؟ ولماذا لم نرى قبرص تدخل يعني ما يسمى بنادي منتجي الغاز قبل ذلك؟
Yes, indeed, the first exploration and the first discovery is back in 2011. Still, it was with a different operator, and this operator there was an acquisition that happened globally by a US-based company, which is Chevron, as you know, and Chevron is having slightly different plans to what was originally planned for this discovery. This is one of the reasons why the discovery was delayed, to be commercialized. Now, in terms of other discoveries in our exclusive economic zone, those they have different operators as well, and these operators, it's a matter of infrastructure. If there is no infrastructure nearby, you understand that you need to develop the infrastructure in order to connect the discovery to a destination. And if this doesn't exist, it takes time to develop the infrastructure. For these other discoveries, there may be some infrastructure to be utilized, and the direction is for both the existing infrastructure and the new infrastructure to be Egypt. And that's why recently we had good conversations with my colleague in Egypt, the Minister of Petroleum, and we are considering reaching a landing point in Egypt that both these discoveries, they will find its way either to the domestic market of Egypt or to the LNG terminals for export and reaching the international markets.
جميل. طب هذا الربط مع مصر كيف سيكون؟ يعني اعطينا التفاصيل وقديش حاطين له تايم فريم حتى يتحقق بما انه اول انتاج لكم سيكون في 2027.
Yes, indeed. For the second discovery, which is the Kronos discovery, the infrastructure exists. And this is not in our exclusive economic zone, it's in the exclusive economic zone of Egypt. But the discovery can be connected quite easily to this existing infrastructure. When it comes to the other discovery, which is the Aphrodite, this needs new infrastructure, and this is the reason why it's a little bit more delayed than the Kronos discovery. So yes, both these discoveries, they will find the gas will find its way to the shore of Egypt. And at this point in time, we are in conversations with Egypt in order to agree on a commercial agreement so that both these discoveries, they reach the markets. And the markets, as I said earlier, they could be domestic, I mean Egypt, and it could be international markets, meaning liquefying the product and shipping it to Europe.
موضوع مشروع خط الكهربائي للربط ما بين شرق المتوسط وأوروبا، شو دور قبرص فيه؟ يعني ما الذي سيكون؟ وشو هو التطورات الجديدة على الموضوع في ظل يعني التطورات والتوترات الحالية؟
Yes. You know that Cyprus is energy isolated. There is no any energy connection with any other country, either in the neighborhood or anywhere else with Europe. Europe decided that they will connect all the European member states with an interconnection so that there is a common electricity market, European electricity market. And this is exactly what is happening with this great Sea Interconnector, which is a project which will cost something like 2 billion euro. Much of this investment is being provided as a grant by the European Commission. And now Cyprus and Greece, they are in a process of finding investors. There is quite some interest from the UAE as well to be an investor in these companies that they are based in the UAE, to be an investor in this project. It's a very geopolitical project.
Can you name those companies?
The one company which is the obvious one, which is TAQA. TAQA is a company that they very much interested into the project. You know that the project is a project of common interest, meaning it's connecting two European member states. However, the project is exactly the connection of Israel, Cyprus, and Crete, which means Israel, Cyprus, and Europe.
Thank you, sir, very much for joining us today. We really appreciate your time.